All right. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? How's everybody doing? Just want to say hello, Megan. Yes, yes. I uh, I fixed the tree, Megan. I mean, what do you think? Can you see it, Megan, back here? You see, yesterday. I mean, it's got a little. It's got a few spots on it that need some help. They Happy Christmas. Megan, stop it. Stop it with that. Stop it right now. Oh my gosh. That's really funny. That's really funny. So, Eric Tidwell, good to see you this morning. Jeremy Poland, good to see you, buddy. Jeremy, what's going on in your world, brother? What are you doing right now? Um, oh man. So, Megan, you're on here. I'm just curious, like, how's my audio level? Like, what are you thinking right now? Does it sound okay? What do I need to do? Megan, you don't need to do work. Come on, come on now. You're good to go. Awful, awful. Robert Scott. What's up? What's up with awful? Oh, is that the one word that describes your day so far, Robert? Bro, that's not good. That's not good, Robert. But I appreciate your honesty. So what's going on with it, Robert? What's going on with your day? What's up? So today, man, I one day, one word that describes your day so far, coffee. Okay, Zenny, I like that. What kind of coffee you drink? Do you? I drink right here. Free people cup. So, Zenny, what kind of coffee do you drink? Oh man, Robert, I am so sorry, brother. That is absolutely horrible, Robert. And if you would like to jump on and talk with me, man, I've got a link that I can. You can find in my description, man. I help people kind of work through things, and Robert, that's tough, brother. But I appreciate you saying that, and I'll be lifting you up, man, Robert, for sure. That is really really hard. So we got one word that describes your day today. We've got coffee. We've got strong. Zenny, you like it strong. Zenny, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Strong coffee. I'm with you, man. Actually, that's for me. I'm just gonna be real. My coffee isn't. I don't like it very strong. And when I say strong, maybe I'm talking about like the caffeine level. But I actually drink half calf first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. George Freeman, blessed today. Good to see you on here, George. Zenny, you're from Chi-Town, Chicago. Okay, Chicago. Are you a Bulls fan? Are you a Chicago Bulls fan? Are you a sports fan, Zenny? Just curious. Again, one word that describes your day so far today. Just kind of wondering what that is for you guys. And if you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on Instagram, man, I'm so glad that you're here. And I want to encourage you, head over to YouTube. And you can it's a better experience over there. So I will put that link in the chat for you guys to head over to YouTube. We got a lot of videos on there that talk about dealing with pain and dealing with trauma and dealing with some mental health things, which is what I do. So I help people do that all day long. I'm gonna jump off this call and I'm gonna have some clients that I meet with, and so that's what I do for a living. I was a pastor for 22 years, and now I have stepped out of that, and I help people on Zoom all over the country. So it's been pretty awesome. And today, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about 5 things that we can look at to help us this Christmas. Zenny, let's see. Zenny, you said no sports, never been interested in them. I'm in my 50s, but just never liked it. Hey, that's cool. That's cool, Zenny. I'm in my 50 plus. I like it. So you're 50. Come on. 50 the new 20. 50 is the new 20. I just made that up. I don't even know if that's a real thing. But Zenny, man, it's all good. It's all good. You don't have to like sports. I do. I like sports. It's fun for me. Actually, I'm coaching my son's basketball team, so that's really cool. But anyway, who cares? Listen, here's what today what I want to talk about. I want to talk about 5 different ways that we can but with all the pain. So 50 is the new 20, but with all the pain. I'm with you. I am I'm 45. So I'm coming up. I'm coming up behind you. But I'm trying to stay healthy, trying to do all the things, and man, that is what it is. So, a few things I want us to think about as Christmas is coming up, and how to thrive at Christmas. How to thrive at Christmas whenever it can be stressful. Is Christmas stressful for you? I'm just curious. Yes or no? You just put that in the chat. Yes or no? Is Christmas stressful for you? Yes or no? For some people, it's really, really stressful, and so curious if it is for you. Let's see. Clean old fun, Lisa Brooks. That's right. Clean old fun. Is Christmas stressful for you? Yes or no? If you could put that in the chat. Thank you, those that are watching on YouTube. Really, really appreciate it. Is Christmas stressful for you? Yes or no? We've got some people that are saying yes. We've got some people that are saying no. Eric, my man, says yes. So what I want to do today is I want to give a few ways that we can handle Christmas. Hello, Head. Merry Christmas. Thank you very much, Bertoni. Glad you're on here, man. Welcome. I go live. I'm going to go live every day this week. I've been going live every day at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So just want to give you guys a heads up on that. Live every day, Central Standard Time, right here where you're watching. So number one thing, the number one thing that I want us to really think about when Christmas is here, of how we can thrive this Christmas. The first thing is number one is our mindset. We got to focus on what matters most. So focus on what matters most. And Christmas can come in a time where it's like everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be these big presents. Everything has to, all these things that we feel like we need to do. And there's Christmas parties and there's all these things. But here's what you need to remember. Here's what you need to remember is that all those things don't matter. They do not matter. Joseph coming in from Nigeria. Joseph, man, glad you're here. That's what I'm talking about. Nigeria. I've actually visited your country many times, Joseph. So glad you're here today. And but man, what matters? So check out this verse again. We're talking about how we cannot be overwhelmed at Christmas. Check out this verse. Isaiah 9:6. Isaiah 9:6 says, "For unto us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and Prince of Peace." Peace, peace, peace. Not Prince of Chaos. Not Prince of I gotta get it all right. Not Prince of all these different things that we need to do all the time at Christmas time. Prince of Peace. So we gotta protect our peace this Christmas. Let's protect our peace this Christmas. And man, let's do that, because he is the Prince of Peace. So here's something you can do every single day. You should do it every day, period. But leading up to Christmas, here's what you can do. Every morning, write down 3 things that you're grateful for. 3 things that you're grateful for. And that may be really hard. So maybe for you, it's going to write down 2 or 1. But if every day you can spend some time writing down what you are grateful for, it is a game changer. It is a game changer. And so the first thing that we're going to do Christmas time to make sure we can overcome the chaos is our mindset. The second thing that we're going to do at Christmas is we're going to set healthy boundaries. Woo! I've got a whole video that I talk about setting boundaries. And setting boundaries is very important. We've got to set boundaries. And who do we set boundaries for? We set them for ourselves, not for other people. And so how do we do that at Christmas? How do we do that at Christmas? Norma, good to see you. Beautiful. You play piano? I don't. I don't play the piano. I don't really play any instrument. So just it's kind of I don't know. But I don't really play any instrument. So how do we set healthy boundaries at Christmas? Because here's what you got to remember. Jesus withdrew to rest and connect with God. And so we've got to protect our time. We have got to protect our time, our energy, and our relationships. Because if Jesus took time to get away, then why shouldn't we take time to protect our peace and to protect our time? So here's a practical tip for number two. Practical tip for number two to set healthy boundaries is to be intentional about your yes and your no. Pray for wisdom to prioritize what's most important to you. You have to. We can't just go around saying yes to everything. We can't, because that creates chaos. So what are some things that you can actually say no to? What are some things right now around this season that you can say no to? Like, Michael, I can't. But you can. You got to set those boundaries. Set those boundaries. So the third thing, as we are looking into Christmas and how do we not become overwhelmed with the chaos, is to give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says this, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. My power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says that. And so why should we be giving grace to ourselves in the season? Because sometimes we can just pile things onto ourselves and we think we got to do all these things. We think, I got to blah, 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 and we become overwhelmed. And so when you become overwhelmed, remember that. What does God say about you? Who does God say that you are today? Who does he say that you are in those anxious moments? Who does God say that you are? Because here's what he tells you is you're loved, you're chosen, you're called, you're forgiven, you're free. That's what he says. And so during this Christmas season, during this for some can be very chaotic. It can be very chaotic. When you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath and remind yourself that God's grace is enough in the moment. And if you ever need anything, man, reach out to me. This is what I do for a living. I meet with people just like this on Zoom all over the country, and I'm beginning to launch out into all over the world where we can meet. Where I use biblical counseling techniques and life coaching, and I help people to move forward so that they can walk in freedom. That's what I do. And so because free people, that's this cup right here that I have. Free people, meaning I was set free from pain, from trauma, from things in my past, and now I'm walking free in it and helping by the Lord setting other people free. And if you would like to break it down and talk, man, let me know. I would love to add you as a client. I would love to help out any way possible. And here's a link. If you're like, man, I just need to talk. Here's a link. I just put it in the chat. It's also going to be in the description for you to be able to get on my calendar so that you don't feel alone. You don't feel like, man, I just can't do this anymore. I'm overwhelmed, all these things. And man, it'd be awesome. So just remember, you're not alone. You're not alone, and his grace covers you. So the fourth thing we can do to combat overwhelm and stress and all the different things is to remember that he is close to us. Because sometimes what can happen is we can feel this like that we are alone and that everybody has somebody and that all these things are going on. And so here's what I want you to remember. Psalm 34:18 says that he is close to the brokenhearted. He is close to the brokenhearted. And so call somebody, reach out to somebody. You're not alone. You're not alone. And I know that you may feel that way and you may feel upset and you may feel like you're alone, but you are not. You're not alone. I know it's easy to say, but the truth is you're not. And so right there where you're at, if you're feeling this way at Christmas, you're feeling this way at the holidays, you're feeling sad because of a loved one that may have passed or a big change in your life that it's not the same as it was last year where you are, Man, remember Psalm 34:18. Write that down. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. You got this. You got this. And then the last thing, tip number five for how to overcome chaos and overwhelm at Christmas is embrace presence over perfection. Presence, Presence, not presence like what you get under the tree, okay, under the tree, but presence. Because here's the thing, at Christmas you can feel like, I just gotta go. But remember that love, connection, and presence reflect his greatest gift, which is his love for us. Just being with people, being present where you're at. 1 Corinthians 13:13, and now these three remain: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. And so here's a tip. Here's a tip for this season, this Christmas, when you're feeling overwhelmed. Put your phone down. Sit with your loved ones. Sit with your kids. Enjoy their company. Enjoy being there, because your presence matters more than anything else, more than the decorations, more than anything, more than the parties, more than the food, more than what you've given, more than what you're getting. Your presence matters so much more. And that's true with the Lord too. His presence in our life matters so much more than anything else. And my question to you, is he present in your life today? Have you made him your Lord and Savior? Is he present with you? And if he's not, man, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you can do that today. And so let's just wrap this up. And I thank you all for being on here. Man, if one thing stood out to us, one thing that stood out to you on this live stream today, I would love for you to write it down in the chat. I would love for you to write that down right there in the chat. But here's what we need to do this Christmas so that we can overcome the chaos is let's focus on what matters most. Let's focus on what matters most, which is Jesus, our loved ones, and the gift of grace. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on Jesus, our loved ones, and the gift of grace. Because what a gift it was that Jesus came. What a great gift it was that he came for us. Yes, in a manger. Yes, all the things at Christmas, but the best and most beautiful thing is that he died on a cross and he rose again for us. And because of that, we are free. Are you with that? So what's one thing that really stood out to you today on this live stream? I would love for you to put it in the chat. If I can help you in any way, if you need to reach out, if whatever I can do for you, man, please let me know. Also, what I want to do is I want you guys to get involved in my online group. It is a private group, but it is 100% free, and I think it'd be awesome if you got in it. So I'm going to share this link. It's called the Circle of Hope. It's called the Circle of Hope, and man, it is a game changer. Let's see. Here we go. Circle of Hope community. Eric, man, good to see you again on here, buddy. And I'm so glad that helped you out today. I'm going to try to make it to Bible study at noon. We will see, and maybe I'll see you in there, and that would be awesome. But anyways, I just put the link in the chat for you to sign up to get into my private community group, not a community group, my private online group, to where I'm in there. I do group coaching 2 times a month. Also do daily devotionals and all sorts of things in there. And so, man, if that's for you, I would encourage you to get in that. I put the link right there, Circle of Hope community. So jump in there. And again, man, so good to see you guys. I will be going live again tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. So wherever you're watching this from, just know that you can hop on. And also, if you could check this out on YouTube, that would be a big win. So get after it. And let's make this Christmas the one Christmas that you are not going to feel overwhelmed, that the chaos is not going to get you. Because remember, if Satan can't make you bad, he will make you busy. And this is the season that happens. So slow down, rest, protect your peace, love him. Let's go.